I generally, last night, I generally thought of joining the reserves of Germany, man. If you join the active reserves of the German army, it means that once a year you have to go for an exercise for 1 weekend, right? To kind of keep you refreshed how to use the G36 rifle and stuff. And I said this today on stream. I might be massively wrong. I might look like an idiot in 10 years, but I think the Chancellor of Germany is right when he says that there's a before and after. The world is changing. What Russia is doing in Ukraine is showing that the Larifari easy world that the West likes so much isn't happening, man. The world is still a very harsh place, full of evil, man. Evil wins if good looks away. And I think each and every one of us, each and every male here in the West, has to be at least a little bit prepared, you know? Look at these people in Ukraine. Do you think they thought they have to fucking fight? And I think it's not that stupid to be at least a little bit prepared. Do workouts, join the reserve, go to an exercise once a year. Nothing crazy, man. You keep your life. You're not being a soldier. I don't know how it's in your country, but in Germany, you join the reserves. You are part of the system, and you go to one exercise for 1 weekend once a year. And Tommy was bashing the army and saying it's shit. I was probably wrong. I always said the military is bullshit. I still think infantry is bullshit, even though in Ukraine you see infantry is not bullshit. The infantry is holding right now. It looks like the military is still very important nowadays when you have people like Xi Jinping, Vladimir Putin. I'm kind of trying to imagine what it's like to be young Ukrainian. Imagine you're a young Ukrainian, right? You're not in the military. You're just a normal guy playing video games. So all of a sudden, it's like, hey, you can't leave the country. Come to the station, get a gun, and protect your country. And you're gonna be like, what the fuck, man? I only eat burgers, I didn't work out, I only play video games. I'm not prepared for that. Imagine the shock you must be into. You're probably very motivated to fight for your country. It can't hurt to be a little bit prepared, you know? Because imagine you have to defend your country, and you don't even know how the basic rifle works, man, you know? Yeah, they're trying to assassinate Zelensky now. Vitaly Klitschko has posted that there's assassins and sabotage squads in Kiev. They're Russians that want to not look like Russians, and they try to sabotage it and assassinate. Like in a weird way, right? I always said that I was the last generation that had to go to the German army for 9 months, and I always talked shit about it. It was stupid, it was a waste of time. But Putin is opening my eyes a bit. Like imagine, like it's not gonna happen, but just imagine, right? Germany gets attacked, like as an example. If you were 9 months in the army, at least you know the basics, right? You know how the fucking gun works and shit. You know the basics of rank and stuff. At least you know the basics, you know? You know, all these people that got drafted right now in Ukraine, they don't know military standards and how everything works. This is fucking a true war of survival, man. There is no fucking bullshit there. It's straight up, you gotta fight, man. And chat, a lot of you guys are saying, who would ever attack Germany, blah, blah, blah. You're not thinking straight. You're thinking like a kid world. A military has one main purpose on this planet, and that is the danger of it, to make others afraid of it. Having a big military doesn't mean, oh, we're getting invaded soon, or we're gonna invade someone. It also shows, hey, Putin, if you want to play games, because I always try to imagine how does Vladimir Putin think right now. If Vladimir Putin looks at the German army, he's laughing his ass off. He's like, what the fuck is that trash? But imagine Germany has a big army. Putin is gonna be like, oh, okay. 5 days ago, I don't know about you, I realized with Putin's attack that deterrence is pretty fucking important. It's sad. It's a sad thing. I don't agree with it. It's sad that the world is like this. But the point is that 5 days ago, everyone in the world, you including, whether you're left or right wing, whatever the fuck you're into, man, there's a thing called real life. And real life can knock at you pretty quick. That's what the Ukrainians have just learned the hard way, man. And once again, I personally feel like Vladimir Putin already lost. Even if he wins in Ukraine, he just united the West massively. The West is investing into military now, man. And you know, sometimes I think a little conspiracy theory. I think Putin is just pressured by something. Maybe he's sick. Maybe he's scared of dying. I think Putin wants to die as a hero, and he wants to be known as, I did so much for Russia. And that kind of behavior is leading to these mistakes. It's trying to build a legacy, and he got blinded by that. Just like Hitler, right? It's just very Hitler-esque, man. Reports are coming in that Putin was misinformed by his oligarch friends and corrupt high military that Ukraine will be easy take. You know what I'm interested in? That many years from now, there will be reports and documentaries about this. There's going to be inside info of Putin and what happened there. A movie with Ryan Gosling and Steve Carell. Yep. How can Russia be losing if they're in the suburbs of Kiev? They have been in Kiev 2 days ago and got completely wrecked. Now they're going in again, and you have to understand what guerrilla warfare means. Just because your Russian vehicles are on the streets of Kiev doesn't mean you win the war. That's the reason of guerrilla warfare, man. The Ukrainians, even if they lose their capital, are gonna massively guerrilla this shit, man. They're gonna come out of the fucking beton blocks and javelin your ass, man. I feel sorry for all the soldiers. Yeah, man, it's very, very sad what's going on. Dude, you and me, we're sitting here, right? We're eating, we're having easy lives, we're jerking off to porn, we're watching streamers, video games, and these guys fighting for their life, man. I think the #1 thing we should do, you and me, people that are having safe lives, is to at least keep them in our thoughts and learn from it. Learn the privilege we have. You know, the left always uses the word privilege, a word that we don't like, but it is a privilege that we have right now. These kids, man, your age, my age, have to fight for their fucking life right now. And we just have easy peasy lives, man. Have to do your homework, you poor guy, man. You think about these people that they have to go through. You guys remember like months ago or like a year ago, there was these rumors that Putin has cancer? You guys remember that? What if he has actually cancer and he's like, this is my final dance? Yeah. But you know, one positive thing I see with this whole invasion of Ukraine is, I guess you will feel the same. A beautiful thing that our ancestors didn't have like in World War II and World War I is this feeling of unity across the world in Europe. I generally, and I know it sounds, it's easy for me to say this because I sit in the safety of my room. I generally feel for my Ukrainian brothers. I feel for them, dude. Years ago, our grandfathers were like, oh, fuck everyone else, let's kill everyone, let's go to war, because everybody was xenophile, because there was no globalization, right? It's nice to be like, you know, that we're all together, man. Like, if you're from France, UK, Spain, Portugal, Italy, I see you as a brother, man. We're together, man. We're one and the same, dude. We have differences. We can disagree on policies in the EU and stuff, but it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Xenophobe, sorry. There's this feeling of brotherhood. I love that shit, man. Cyprus declared war. The internet and globalization did a huge part to that. And it would be nice to involve, like, which we are doing, right, Russians into this and Chinese. That they become, I mean, a lot of young Russians and Chinese, they see that they're part of an international community where everybody just wants to have fun and fuck each other and not fucking kill each other. It's a beautiful thing. And what we should do, man, as normal humans, is that the whole world should unite against the evil leaders, man, right? If there's a leader who does bad shit, the whole world has to shit on his asshole.